My passion and pride may not be traditional, but my purpose is to hear and speak. It is time to transcend controversial stories into perspective. Welcome to Breaking Crucial Boundaries, a podcast open to both LGBT members and allies to discuss their journey to personal healing and happiness. Whether you have joined me audio or video recording, welcome or welcome back to another episode of Breaking Crucial Boundaries. Please keep in mind these stories are personal, so they may or may not resonate for everyone's circumstance. I am your host, Imani Williams, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone in between and out. I got a special guest for y'all. But before we get to my special guest, I also have a special announcement. We are in season 2. Hello? Season 2. Let me tell you, season 1 was a blessing, all about personal healing and happiness, but it's time to wrap it up, okay? We are here, self-discovery and growth. But child, let me talk about my special guest. We are here in Kalamazoo. Y'all know I had to come back, right? I got time to Detroit for a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, okay? Spit the block, yep, I'm done. And thank you. Welcome, Charmine, how are you?
Thank you, I'm doing very well.
I'm doing good. Listen, I heard you was a personal stylist. Hello, when you was going to get me together? Hacks, BCB, coming soon.
Yes.
Where is that?
Yes. Tap in.
Yes, and thank you. Like, what's your Saturday? What's the plan for today?
Today I'm just probably just gonna just check a few emails. I got a couple of clients here in Kalamazoo. I build programs. It's called Every Child Has a Dream.
Yes, tap in, y'all.
Tap in.
Okay. And then, like, what is really your main purpose and objective working with the youth?
I'm a teenager myself.
Okay.
And I know a lot of kids nowadays kind of go through like trauma or just like learn themselves, and even like with the community of trying to find themselves if they feel like, if they want to be in this kind of community or not.
Right.
So I kind of like really love on kids and teach them the ways of just to have a voice and be heard. So a lot of my programs is different type of programs that I teach, and each program just touch each child and just to grow and love on them.
Love that. That sounds something like something I did when I was a youth. It was like this program called Career Prep. And they really just gave me the opportunity to just figure out what I really liked and didn't like. Not necessarily just before going to college, but also just career-wise and just what I want to do every day. And just having that outlook for a kid, that really makes a difference. So I applaud you. Hello, I applaud you. But you better have that food, okay, now? Mm-hmm. You better have that food. The kids is looking for that food.
Because of one of my classes I'm teaching next week, Wednesday, I was like, I'm going to bring pizza. Because I'm letting them send their little pictures. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, yes, definitely be on time.
And,
yes.
Look, you know that would get them, okay? And look, don't tell them you eating pizza before the class. They're going to really jump a screen. But listen, the people really want to hear your story towards self-discovery and fair. 3 questions and 3 statements.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, buckle up, okay? You might cry, you might scream, you might be happy. Look, I don't know. This episode will be juicy. I just know. So the first one is finding what is a key element of personal growth.
Key element of personal growth to me is just you are, and personal growth is not having self-hate for what you went through in life.
Right.
Just knowing what you went through is an experience of life and lesson learned. Right. So, biggest advice I give for people is the biggest growth is just walking away from an old situation that didn't mean you no good in life. Instead of just dwelling in it for years, you picked yourself up, you spiritually got yourself together, you set goals, and you start climbing up that ladder.
It's like accepting that, yes, you went through that journey, you went through those trials, but you made it out.
Right? Some people hold on to that.
Some
people hold on to their childhood or maybe a bad breakup for years on say, and then like those years you come in using that time to really healing yourself and move forward.
Right. Okay. That's that growth. Okay. Now, what do you have to let go really to be able to experience the journey you have in front of you?
You gotta let go. To me, you gotta let go of hurt. You gotta let go of pain, because, like again, I really think in society people people really have mental health and pain issues. And I feel like once you really let go and let God, everything will be brighter in your life. If you hold on, that's like you carrying a backpack full of books.
Right.
On one arm, you're going to get tired, it's going to weigh you out. But you take a few books out and then just move on, it'll be a lighter path.
Like one step at a time, one journey at a time. Taking it day by day.
Yes.
What do you feel like practicing regularly can help an individual find out that self-love or that journey they're going through? Like, is it practicing reading my Bible? Is it practicing just talking to people and networking? What is it?
Have an assessment with their self, their family and friends.
Okay.
And I feel once you have an assessment with your family and friends, you really know who is in your corner and who you can build and trust and share your ideas with and stuff like that. I feel like once you have a strong little village like that, and everybody on the same accord, everybody very spiritual and loving, and then you just do whatever you want.
Now, I would agree too, yes, and like the family and the friends is definitely strong individuals, but also just having that plan too. There's nothing wrong with just writing it down and seeing it first for yourself, and then, being able to share it with people and say, hey, what do you think about this? This is what I want to do.
And you got to share with the right people. That's why I say do assessment on your family and friends, because you can have a person that you think that's your friend, and when you tell them your goals or your accomplished, they might not understand because they're not on that level yet where you are. But if you did an assessment and be around friends who are on your level, they'll get your plan, probably have ideas to go towards your goals too.
And I like how you say people that's on your level too, because sometimes it's not about also surrounding yourself with people that are maybe higher than you or above you too. You don't have to reach that far. But also acknowledging what's right in front of you, the right support, right? The right resources that can help you in your situation.
Yes.
So all of those things are important. Yes,
Yeah.
How can you really embrace personal growth? Like, what can I do? What would you say?
Okay, it's a motto that I live by. I tell people all the time is in life, a lot of people used to walk into the familiar.
Right.
They used to, this is the way I go home every day, or this is what I'm comfortable doing, or I'm not going to try new foods because I'm just so used to eating this. And when
don't do that.
Yes, and when I tell a lot of people is that you have to sometimes walk to the unfamiliar.
Right.
Because sometimes when if you normally take a right, take a left sometimes. Because when you take a left, you don't know what's going to be on the other side of the street or on the other side of the door.
You might see something different.
You might see something different. You go network, meet somebody nice.
Right.
You might been wanting to put a plan together, or maybe need a piece to the puzzle. You turn left and there's somebody right there holding the puzzle piece. Like, hey, I've been waiting for you. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm here to help. So just to sum it up, I feel like people should walk to the unfamiliar and stay out the familiar.
Right. And just to go off of your motto too, I always like to tell people sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. Right. Just to see what was the bigger picture, or what more blessings or lessons you can experience, rather than the ones you thought you had.
Yes.
And that you just with your own mindset.
Yes.
Let's just say if somebody said they had a fear of change, what advice would you give to them?
I would just explain to them you can never put fear with anything that's in your life.
Right.
Because to me, fear is like a negative energy.
Right.
So I would tell them don't never put a negative with a positive. Because change is for the better and change is beautiful. So that's what I would tell them.
Okay. Awesome. What is self-love to you?
Self-love is just knowing who you are. Self-love is just caring on yourself, loving on yourself, setting goals for yourself, keep your maintenance up, your appearance.
Yeah.
Just loving hard on yourself. Like, you don't need the social media to tell you who you are, how you're supposed to look. You don't need a friend or someone to say I love you. You can just tell yourself.
Exactly. It start with you.
It start with yourself. Because if you're good with yourself and you comfortable with yourself, you can love on others, and then you get that same energy back.
Right. Exactly. Sometimes you got to give it give to receive.
Yes.
Like, that's the day of life, right?
Yes.
So, but Charmine, your story is mad powerful. We give you great respect for speaking out today. And how can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Style by Charmine. My business page is Style by Charmine.
Okay.
My website is www.stylebysharmane. I'm local here in Kalamazoo. I'm always working with community. You can reach me downtown. I'm always out and about.
That's what's up. Make sure y'all tap in. And thank you for coming. Like,
yes, thanks for having me.
Any last thoughts? Like, we're here.
Just, okay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
How do you feel about growth?
I feel that growth starts with first acknowledging that you have to go through growth before actually even do anything. Mm-hmm. I think also when it comes to growth, it comes to a point where you can't do it in the beginning by yourself, but you do need that support. You do need those allies because at the end of the day, like you said, it takes a village to raise a child, to raise an idea, to raise a story, everything. So I feel like growth is just like this plant. It starts off as a seed, and it's going to blossom in its own way.
And you have the water, sunshine.
Exactly, and it's up to you. Are you going to nurture it more than what's considered enough, right? Mm-hmm. More than just what the original is, or a duplicate. Be different. So that's what I feel like growth is.
Beautiful.
And there's another one. Those are your messages. If these messages resonate, do not forget to connect with us on all platforms so that you can too present your journey live in the flesh. Forever, we send strength and healing to each of you as you rewrite your story.